Hi there, this is Jennifer with Brome Fields, and today is day 92 of our 100 Days of Knit Stitches. And today's stitch is called the Traveling Vine. I would consider this definitely a more intermediate to advanced stitch. It's a 12 row repeat, so it's going to be a little bit of a long video. I did 2 repeats, so you want to cast on in multiples of 8. So I have 16 stitches. I'm using Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick yarn with size 11 knitting needles. So let's go ahead and get started with row 1. Row 1 is our right side of our work, and the first stitch is a yarn over. So we're going to yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop. So we're going to go into the inside of that stitch to knit it. And then we're going to yarn over again, and we're going to slip 1, knit 1, pass the slipped stitch over, and then we're going to knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to repeat. So yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop, yarn over, slip 1 purlwise, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, and then knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's kind of a lot going on there. So for every decrease, I increased twice. So you increased one stitch per repeat. So I have 2 repeats, so I have 2 extra stitches. So I should have 18 stitches on my needles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is very important. All right, so row 2, I'm going to move my little marker down because I needed to keep track of what row I'm on. So this pattern does require concentration. It's not one you can just sit in front of the TV and do. So we're going to purl the first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to purl 2 together through the back loop. If you have done this before, it's not one of my favorite stitches. Okay, so yarn in front, have to remember that. And then we're going to the front side of the work, and we're going to grab those 2 stitches through the front like that, because we're going to kind of twist them as we're purling them together. So we purl 2 together through the back loop, and now we're going to purl 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. So we decreased 1 stitch in those 8 stitches. So now we're going to repeat. So we're going to purl 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to purl 2 together through the back loop. We're going to keep that yarn in the front. So I'm going to go through. And I don't make it look easy because I don't think it is an easy stitch. That's just me. So purl 2 together through the back loop, and then we're going to purl our last 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're back to our front side. So you can see where we purled those 2 together, how it creates that left lean there. So it is going to be a very pretty stitch. So again, on row 3, we're going to start with a yarn over. So I bring my needle around that way. We're going to knit 1 through the back loop and yarn over. So we're increasing 2 stitches, and then we're going to knit 2. We're going to slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over. So we're going to keep going, doing that left decrease, and then we're going to knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to repeat with yarn over, knit through the back loop, yarn over, knit 2 stitches. So we increased 2. Then we're going to slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over. So we decreased 1 stitch. And then we're going to knit 3. So again, we should have 18 stitches on our needle. All right, so now we're ready for row 4. So purl 2, and then we're going to purl 2 together through the back loop. And then we're going to purl 5. So that when we're decreasing that increase from the previous row. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to count. So we're going to purl 2 stitches, and then we're going to purl 2 together through the back loop. And then we're going to purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we are ready for row 5. So we still have our left lanes, and just double checking to make sure those lanes are there, that I didn't put them in the wrong place. All right, so row 5 is going to start with a knit 1 through the back loop. So we're going to knit on the inside there, yarn over, knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to slip 1, so we're going to continue on that the left lane. So slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over. Did I twist that? No, I didn't. Okay, and then we're going to knit 1 and yarn over. So we still increased 2 stitches and only decreased 1. So we have ended on a yarn over. So we're going to knit 1 through the back loop, oops, yarn over, knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to slip 1, purlwise, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, knit 1, and then yarn over. When I end on a yarn over, I just increase the stitch. Somehow I always lose. If I just yarn over on that last stitch, I just lose it. So that is kind of just my trick. Oh, row 6. We are ready for row 6. So we're going to purl 1. And then we're going to purl 2 together through the back loop. So with the yarn in front, I'm going to go through the back loop. And then we're going to purl 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then start our repeat over, which is a purl 1. And then we're going to purl 2 together through the back loop. And then we're going to purl 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should see a pattern. So we're increasing 2 stitches on our right side row, and then we're decreasing 2 stitches on the wrong side row. So now we're ready for row 7. All right, so we're going to knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop, and yarn over. So this is kind of where we switch going from the left. I think we're going to go a little to the right because we're not doing any more through the back loop, purl 2 together. So or we're not passing the slip stitch over. We're going to start knitting together. So yarn over. So now we're going to repeat. So we're going to do knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to knit 2 together. And we're going to yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop. And then we're going to end on a yarn over again, which is an increased stitch. So where we were going to the left lean, we're going to start right leaning it. So we have a left lean, right lean. So we're doing, that was the left lean the first 6 stitches, and now we're going to do a left lean for the next 6 stitches, or 6 rows, not stitches. All right, so now we're ready for row 8. So we're going to purl 3. Purl 1 and 2, 3. And now we're going to purl 2 together. Oh, except I got an extra bit of that stitch in there. And then we're going to purl 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to start our repeat over. So we're going to purl 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 2 together, and then purl 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now we're ready for row 9. All right, so we're going to knit 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to knit 2 together, and we're going to knit 2, and then we're going to do our yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop, yarn over, repeat, knit 1, 2, 3, knit 2 together for that right lean decrease, knit 2, and then yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop, and yarn over by increasing 1 there at the end. And now we're ready for row 10. I do have to say that I like the right leaning better than the left leaning. So we're going to purl 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to purl 2 together, which is much easier than purling 2 through the back loop. And then we're going to purl 2, and then we're going to repeat. Purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to purl 2 together and purl 2. Now we're ready for row 11. And it's coming together quite nicely. So we're going to start with a yarn over. So yarn over, knit 1. We're going to knit 2 together, keep decreasing to the right. Knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop, and then start over. So with a yarn over, knit 1, knit 2 together, knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to yarn over and knit 1 through the back loop. And then for row 12, we're going to purl 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, We're going to purl 2 together, purl 1, and then repeat, purl 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, purl 2 together, and then purl 1. So we decrease 2 stitches on that row. And that is the traveling vine. And get that out of the way there. So it is wavy on the sides, but very, very pretty stitch. I love how the stitches kind of go diagonally each direction. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's new stitch, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for day 93. Thank you so much for watching.